like...
The final issue, however, will show readers Archie's final fate in both timelines, and they're the same.
I'll tell you who's going to buy it, Q. A lot of people who saw this on the news and on the internet, people who rush in, the same people who are there like, I want to sell this Archie.
Yeah, like 10 years from now, you're going to have to deal with these fucking retards.
It's got to be worth a lot of fucking money.
But listen to this listen to this.
Hey, Quinn, you want to do Class D Dave today? Or?
Hold on, we're going to be at a cinema in London.
I'm going to get me some new pussy.
This is the end. This is how Archie dies in the pages of Life with Archie. We will not be retconning, reversing, or backtracking on this story in terms of Life with Archie. The main Archie line, however, telling stories of Archie in high school will continue. Get this. Afterlife with Archie, which is the Archie Zombie series, will continue, and we'll keep taking risks with different new interpretations of our characters.
Good on Archie Publishing for
tricking everyone.
Yes, basically, they're going to trick everybody this July.
But I just mean like the regular series of Life with Archie.
Do you remember when they killed Superman, Q?
Yeah, of course.
How old would you have been at that point? You'd be young.
I was in high school.
You were in high school.
Yeah, sure. It was in like, what, 92?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were your initial thoughts? Shock?
I mean, even
Dismay?
then, I knew they were going to bring him back.
So you were kind of a worldly teen. You knew that it was just a...
Well, I heard he lived through when Optimus Prime died in the Transformers comic. That's when I was like, holy fuck. Because I was like...
What's he talking about?
I was like 8. I was like, I was like a kid.
Transformers shit?
Yeah, they killed Optimus
robot.
Prime.
They unplugged a robot.
Well, they blew him up, dude. They killed Bumblebee, too, in the G.I. Joe comic. It fucked me up. Hey, fuck you, man. That shit was...
you can't kill a machine.
You're talking to a fucking 9-year-old kid. Like, what are you talking about?
What do you mean, what am I talking about? So a 9-year-old doesn't realize? I mean, I know when I was 9... But
Optimus Prime's not a robot. He's Optimus Prime.
He's not a robot?
He is a robot, but he's Optimus Prime. What are you talking about?
So if I was watching Buck Rogers and Tweaky fucking bit it, I wouldn't have fucking cried. I wouldn't have been upset.
One, I didn't say I cried. Two, but like when they killed him in terms of comic book deaths, that was the one where I was
That was the one that hit you? When Mike... Now, Mike has admitted...
Hold on.
Mike has admitted he cried when Jean Grey died. Are we going to get on there and say... Can we get an exclusive here?
No. I'm trying to explain it to you, but you keep fucking cutting me off. I'm trying to tell you. Bumblebee died, but Bumblebee... Not Bumblebee.
Did he look like a Bumblebee?
He was
you
just
don't know
yellow
who Bumblebee
and black,
are?
right?
No, I don't want.
He was a yellow Volkswagen Bug that turned into...
Oh, okay. I thought possibly it was a robotic bee.
It was like he was alive. In my heart.
Give me a honey.
He was alive.
Give me a honey Bumblebee. Oh, no, so when he died, that was the first time I'd ever seen a comic book character die. And I was so young that I was like, holy shit, they killed Optimus Prime.
Okay.
And then they brought him back, of course, 10 issues later. Then they did the same thing with Bumblebee. He got blown up. They brought him back.
But you didn't fall for it again, did you?
Well, that's the thing. By the time we fucking hit Superman dying, I was enough of a comic book fan to understand at that point. All right.
But you know, the...
Finally got it
But
out.
you are not the average customer, because a lot of people who will see this don't have the kind of history you do with comics. They see that and they assume that it's not a lie, that it's real.
Right.
And Superman, they assume that they had that Superman. People come in trying to sell that Superman, and they don't believe you. And I said, well, Superman came back, and they're like, what? Like I said, teach kids, you know what? Death is real. You're going to have to deal with it and appreciate who's here while they're here, because they're not always going to be here.
Right.
How young are the kids that you're teaching this to? When do you think
what's the proper age to start teaching that? 9, 10?
Yeah. I might be in agreement with you there. Like, my grandmother died. I was very close to my grandmother, closest I've ever been to any relative. And she died when I was 9 of cancer, and no one ever explained to me what was going on or like I thought, much like Optimus Prime, he would come back.
And I remember when they brought it back, the big reveal of how he was alive. Now I'm starting to remember this. Was I forget who or why, but they broke into like this building, and I think it was the government had Optimus Prime's head, and it was all hooked up to wires and shit like that, and it was like, holy shit, Optimus Prime's alive. It was very exciting.
I mean, as I recall, I mean, I'm older than you, but even I, at that age, I looked at those comics as if they were so inferior to a regular Marvel comic book.
I mean, I think you're really not giving me the fact that I was 9.
I'm not going to either.
Yeah, I know.
I never will.
Doesn't appear that's going to happen.
I might have even been. Hold on. Let me look when they were printed.
I know Transformers #1 came out from Marvel in 1984, I believe, or 82 or 84. Definitely an even year.
All right. Well, that's when I was reading it. So 84. So I was
that was
even
number
younger.
1. So I don't know when they killed him, what issue number it was. But I didn't even buy. I mean, I flipped through it and I was like, it was definitely written for a younger audience.
Sure.
There was like when
The Simps, right?
Yeah,
when
when Gwen Stacy died. Impactful.
Okay. It started as a 4 issues in 84. I was 9. I was exactly 9.
But what year did they kill him though?
Well, even if it was like 10. Generation 2.
10.
Well, 2 years later, it was around that time. Generation 2 was published 2 years later.
Could you say that was the first death you ever had to deal with?
Well, again, I didn't think I had to deal with it.
was that the first injection of death into your life?
No. Again, I was talking about comic books. I was talking about like.
Well, maybe that's why this had an impact for you, though.
Well, no,
did you know anybody else that had died previously?
Yeah, like I had family members die and stuff like that. But you're taking it the wrong way, and I get why you're doing it, and I appreciate that. But I wasn't saying it taught me anything about death. It taught me about comic books is what I was saying.
Okay, all right.
And everybody listening knows that. How dare you, Walter?
Yeah.
Boy, you thought it was shitty, huh? Yeah, I guess so. Oh, look at that cover. I still remember that cover. That's fucking cool ass shit, bro.
Bill Sienkiewicz.
He looks awesome.
Yeah.
Didn't he do a cover for us?
No.
Or
He did covers for Batman.
So he was going
Kevin wrote Whiting Jar, not you.
Okay. I get confused sometimes. No, I thought Fred Carney something.
No, that was
not Carney.
Whoa!
Yeah, Carney.
What the fuck is this?
Temple Smith.
IDW? Holy shit! Wait. All right, now you can make fun of me because I'm excited about this. IDW, I guess last year, started writing comics set 21 years after the events of issue 80, which I guess was the last one of that issue, set in the same continuity, written by the same writer. Oh, wow, that's pretty cool.
Who was the same writer at that point?
Simon Furman.
Yeah, that's right.
Holy shit, man, that's pretty cool. So it just picks up 21 years from where it ended.
Probably would have been 21 years.
I'm in. I'll get it. I'll download it. Something like that.
For it?
No, never torn it. I would never torn a comic.
No.
That seems like a shitty thing to do.
People do it to us.
Yeah.
We know the hurt.
But we're not.
That made me cry the other day, actually.
Anyway, sorry. What were you crying about the other day?
I don't know. I don't even get what we were talking about that. I thought we were saving it to the end so we could all cry. If you, Q, your mom goes into a nursing home, right?
Yeah, sure.
And you find out that this happened, that the nursing home hired strippers. Did you see this?
No, wait. Well, hold on.
What state?
Strippers to do what?
To strip
to do what strippers do. This is in Long Island.
Is my mother... It totally depends on my mother's reaction.
Okay.
Is it cheeky and she had a good time?
Look at this old lady putting dollars
cheeky,
in there.
it sounds like someone's headed to London.
I know, right?
Like she's stuffing dollars in there.
Right.
So she looks like she's enjoying it.
Right.
If my mother enjoyed it, whatever.
Because
I don't know my mom. I don't think she would enjoy it.
What state is that in?
Well, this was in Long Island, New York. The woman who's pictured here, it says that they're the son of one resident. 85-year-old Bernice Youngblood was shocked when he showed up for a visit and found a picture of his mom stuffing dollar bills, which are supposed to be locked away in her commissary account, into dancers' briefs.
That's troublesome, I'll give you that.
He immediately expressed their outrage to the staff, but were ignored. They're saying she was placed in an apprehension of imminent offensive physical harm. She has, Alzheimer's.
Oh, shit. Well, that's a problem.
It says, a nurse later told the victim's sons that the strip show was an entertainment event for the patients and was done in good faith. Hiring male strippers to perform for the defendant's nursing home patients was a serial occurrence. Bernice Youngblood has lived 85 years as a traditional Baptist hard-working lady, and now she has been defiled, said her son.
Can you put yourself, though, in that poor stripper's shoes?
In his briefs?
I don't like to do that.
All I'm thinking is if they're that...
No, it's a male stripper, Q.
Yeah, I don't like to put myself in...
If they have Alzheimer's and they're that fucked up in the head, maybe I could do this. They would have known.
But, I mean, think about it for a second. Think about the kind of procedure you need to do to get yourself ready to strip for Alzheimer patients.
Like the mental process you need to go through?
Yeah. That's rough.
Like they come to you, your I guess it's your manager or whoever, whatever company you work for. They're like, all right, you got a job out in Long Island. Are you familiar with the fucking
Shady Pines?
The fucking Shady Pines nursing home?
Could you do it?
You're going to be stripping for people who've literally lost their minds.
Could you shake your thang in an Alzheimer's patient's face?
Could I strip under the name Bumblebee?
Yeah, anything, whatever it takes.
No, I couldn't do it.
You got to give it up for that guy. I mean, that's a pro.
That's a guy, yeah. But
hey, man,
it's tough. I wonder if he knows that she has Alzheimer's. And why? What a weird whose idea is it? Like, who at the nursing home is like, I got an idea? Because it appears like if you look at this picture, everyone's in a wheelchair.
Some 40-year-old nurses who are like, I would like to see some beefcake.
On someone else's dime.
On someone else's dime.
Right.
Let's call them in, or I'm probably going to get fired anyway. I'm getting off. I'm getting out. They're looking to replace me anyway, any which way they can. I'm gonna call.